welcome to Digital Champions TV. I'm Greg Kirkham, and today I've got Piper Martz. She's a senior retention marketing expert based out of Brooklyn, New York. Thanks so much for coming on the show today, Piper. It's so good to have you.
Oh, Greg, I'm really excited to be here. Yeah, thank you so much for the opportunity.
Absolutely. Hey, I'm excited to get to know you more and get to know how you got started diving into the freelance side. Tell us about your journey. Where did it all start?
Yeah, so I actually got a degree in political science. I was so passionate about changing the world, looking at food systems, and I started doing some research with farmers in Bolivia. Really interesting for my sort of my dissertation. And while I was chatting with these growers, I got really interested in sort of the storytelling behind food. When I came back to the States, I just kind of was thinking about like, how do I create a career where I get to tell stories behind really meaningful food products or really interesting companies that folks don't get to hear every day. And so I kind of graduated university and decided to sort of kickstart up a small creative agency, the small marketing agency that was very focused on the food and beverage business. It was focused on that food storytelling and then creating marketing content. So creating videos and photos, written content, audio content for some of these smaller food brands to kind of tell the story. So I still wanted to do something sort of mission driven and aligned with that degree, but it kind of kick-started this exposure to this whole world of marketing and just the power of storytelling in different mediums and formats, and sort of like carried off my journey into really focusing much more full-time on marketing beyond just the food world and so many other great industries and organizations.
Wow. And yeah, you've made an incredible impact with the companies that you've worked with the freelance work that you've done and everything. And you've seen a lot of adaptation and a lot of evolution, I guess you could say, within the industry. What are some of the major changes that you've been seeing lately?
Yeah, so it's funny, kind of when I kickstarted my career, like social media marketing and influencer marketing was so hot and interesting, and this idea that you'd get someone so passionate about your company to come and make content for you and post it on a social channel was really exciting. But what one of the shifts I'm starting to see now, especially going into 2025, people really are interested in hearing on the stories from the inside, from employees, from folks who kind of work at the company to learn more about their entrepreneurial journey, even what their production and logistical process are. I do a lot of work in e-commerce right now, and folks love hearing about how someone got inspired to start a business, how someone kind of grew their business over 10, 20 years. And that kind of content has been really interesting in kind of retaining and creating community, creating connection, having people feel like they're seeing like a more authentic side. So that's sort of a pretty big shift in sort of the messaging strategy, is bringing things kind of back home, really leveraging the wisdom of the organization. And that's honestly a really fun thing to be part of on the marketing side.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy actually to see the long form content, those 5-minute videos, perform less effectively unless they're cut up into bite-sized content. And the more founder owner storytelling
Mm.
or FaceTime videos or the videos from their cell phones are working incredibly well. They're some of the best converting videos. It's kind of crazy to see that evolution even over the course of the past, 4 years. So when you are, say you are speaking with somebody just barely entering into the industry, what is your one piece of advice that you would give to them before they ever get started, before they ever even explore it?
Yeah, I think folks getting started in the marketing industry, it may feel really saturated, it may feel totally overwhelmed. I really recommend trying a little bit of everything. Early in my career, I was able to do a little bit of copywriting, a little bit of social media management, a little bit of affiliate marketing, and I kind of slowly nestled and found what I love the most, which is sort of retention, life cycle marketing. Kind of less on the ad side. It's more someone has handed me the baton with their audience, and you get to nurture and communicate and tell stories to them. So I really recommend people try a little bit of everything. Don't be afraid to kind of give a new sort of marketing type of role a shot. just to see if it aligns with your skills and your passions. So
Thank you so much for coming on the show and letting us get to know you better, Piper. It's been such a pleasure getting to know you. To learn more about Piper Martz, visit digitalchampionstv.com.